Alright, so I'm going to be posting this before my videos, guys, and you can partake in it or not, but we're going to do some singing bowls and I'm going to say a little prayer. And you're welcome to just sit and relax and free your mind up before the reading with me. I just wanted to do this. I'll timestamp it, so if you want to go straight to your reading, that's fine too. So we're going to go ahead and start. Take a deep breath. I call upon light in all beings, whom serve only love and light. I ask you, angels, ancestors, and light beings, to cleanse and protect this space. Ask for your protection and guidance so that your divine sight can be delivered with love and healing for the greatest good. I ask you, angels, ancestors, and guides, to assist those whom these messages are meant for, to assist them on their journey of healing and spiritual growth. I appreciate your unconditional love and guidance. Thank you, angels, guides, ancestors, and Lord of Love. Amen. Okay, guys, so singing bowls. I'm just going to relax and listen. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and if so, I'm glad, and I'm happy you guys come to my channel and enjoy your reading. Oh, hi, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, I appreciate it. I appreciate your likes, your subscribes, and you sticking by my channel. I am doing earth signs today, and I pulled out some text that could be dealing with a little, I'm just shuffling these, and this one flipped for you guys, so we're going to go ahead and read that and start out your guys' reading just like this with a Kali. And I've been saving these for the end of the reading, but since it came out now, we're just going to read it now. When momentum is building and you don't know how to stop, fueling the fire or reverse the damage. Kali brings grace and freedom from negative patterning and stubborn mindsets resistant to change. Now is a powerful time for spiritual work and healing practices. She will support the work, and much growth can come from it. The storm shall be gentled. You shall emerge unharmed. Ooh, coming out right away with a really powerful message here, Capricorn. Ooh, Capricorn. Structure, discipline, life missions, accomplishment, and career. That is your house, the 10th house, the house you rule. Ooh, that came out pretty powerful, and it felt like, hey, there's some patterns, there's some behaviors, maybe habits, old things. There's momentum building in your life right now to make a change, a shift. These don't have to be. This can be a habit of people pleasing. This can be a habit of overworking. This can be a habit of sleeping all the time. This can be a habit of overeating, drinking, drugging, whatever it is. There's something here that you can't reverse. It's like, okay, it says, when momentum is building and you don't know how to stop fueling the fire or reverse the damage. So the damage might have already been done. You might have already moved towards something. Something's already done. You could be dealing with like the aftermath is what I call it, of just irreversible stuff. But Spirit's bringing you grace. God is always in you, and you can always be graceful, even about your shortcomings, your failings, and addictions and past. We don't have to live there, you guys. We can be graceful and we can say, I've learned my lesson. And it's time for me to move on and accept my responsibility and accept that, you know, that didn't work because I didn't put all what I needed into it. But now I've learned that, so I can put that into today and tomorrow. I just can't go back and change the past. That is what I am hearing. Now is a powerful time for spiritual work and healing practices. Doing that spiritual work, probably, you know, if you're dealing with some failures or some past defeats, you need to do that healing. You need to do that responsibility and acceptance of the self and the journey and the good and the bad and the ugly and all the things we go through to learn what we need to learn, to be here today, to experience life in a much more mature way, and understanding where we have fell into old habits or behaviors that haven't helped us be necessarily like always at peace on our journey, or healthy maybe even. And we can definitely look at that now that we've learned some lessons. So let's get 3. Actually, we are going to go to this real quick. Grace and freedom from negative patterning and stubborn mindsets resistant to change. Could be something in your life right now, Capricorn, you're not wanting to change. You know, you're not wanting to change. It could be a habit. It could be an old way of thinking. It could be you got your mind set on something, that fixed structured belief, or that fixed structured idea of how things should look or how things should go or what you deserve in your life or what you want. Like, there's something here that's very fixed and rigid, and it's not really flexible, and I think Spirit's asking you to change a mindset about that. Let's go ahead and get this. Yes, we got the 7 of Swords. Here, Capricorn. Okay, let's get this one and this one. Well, 2 wanted to come out there, but we'll just see. 9 of Cups on the bottom. Trying to be happy. This is a way. Okay, so that 7 of Swords, this is like, yeah, something's already been done. Somebody got hurt. There could have been some running away from a situation, some defeat, self-defeat more than anything. It's like, I ruined that. I messed that up. I didn't make good choices. I failed myself, maybe others. Maybe I even denied it and lied about it, and maybe I ran from it. Maybe I ran from the repercussions of it. There is a feeling here of feeling kind of defeated by maybe your own, and you know, I look at the 7 of Swords a lot of different ways, but the 2 main ways is, one, we either assume something's going to go really bad, or people are out to get us or something, and it has like a paranoia kind of feeling to it too, where we self-sabotage and we pretty much knock ourselves down before we're knocked down, or we run away from something that we are supposed to be a part of, and we do it in a way that we don't really say we're running away. We just do. We just exit the building, or we just shut down, and we aren't emotionally available, or we aren't there for other people when we need to be. We're more in our head and protecting ourselves. It's very self-serving kind of energy a lot of the times, but at the same time, it's like a fear too. There's a lot of fear with the 7 of Swords, I feel. And then we got, yes, the Alchemist. Oh, this is beautiful. This is Temperance. Whew, that heaven and earth, inner and outer worlds, the good, the bad, all this mixing and meshing. Look at all this stuff going on in here. There is so much going on in here, you guys. It's such a compilation of religion and strength and myths and magic and light and dark and earth and heaven and justice and not, you know, the serpent and there's just so much going on here. And it's like, oh, how do we mix all this with time, with patience, and with realizing what we want to be aligned with? And we're kind of, all this is a part of us. So we have to kind of make it work. We have to balance it out. We have to make our inner world match our outer world. I feel like with the 7 of Swords here, something in your life, maybe Capricorn, didn't match up, and maybe you avoided matching it up. Let's see what's here. The 4 of Cups. There could have been an opportunity here to stop self-indulging, stop kind of solving your emotions in the same emotional way, or doing the same things because that's what you're used to doing, instead of taking a new opportunity here to add something new to your process of growth and aligning yourself with your inner and outer world. I feel like there could have been something here that you were conflicted about accepting or taking on in your life, and you could have just been staying to yourself and maybe not investing yourself in it emotionally. Let's see what was out of the one. Was it fell out the 8 of discs, and it was reverse. Yeah, like something you didn't work on, but maybe you want to come in and work on something. This does feel a little like shadow work. If it's not your reading, then it's not your reading. If it is, then I hope it helps somebody. But that's what I'm getting from this reading, is there could have been something that you needed to put the work into and the time and the energy. Maybe you didn't. You can't go back and change that, but you are being given grace to look at the habits and the kind of self-sabotaging habits and behaviors that caused this in the first place, to work on your healing and moving forward and gaining this spiritual growth and the spiritual knowledge that you needed to gain from this. So I'd be really mindful right now about like kind of the lessons from this. It says she will support the work and much growth can come from it. Work on it. Think about it. Think about the deep reasons why maybe you resisted something or didn't outwardly speak something, didn't stand up for something, didn't embrace something, didn't work on something or put yourself into. But now maybe you're feeling that as maybe a loss, or maybe it's like, dang, But we have this a lot in our lives where we feel like, I wish I could have did that better. I wish I could have. But you can't go back. You have to just take it with grace and take responsibility for the choices you've made. The storm shall be gentled. So and this also comes through as if you lied or you were betraying somebody or something like that, and you have an honest truth you need to speak to somebody, to do it. If this isn't you yet, this will say, come forth, do it. It's going to help balance you out. Something inside not matching up to outside. Maybe there's something you really do want to be a part of that you're running from because you're afraid of the repercussions, and like I said, it kind of gives me that paranoid feeling like, oh, it's like something's never going to work. But then you just put in the extra work. You have to put in the extra time. You have to put in the extra energy. It says the storm shall be gentled. So any consequences or storms from this Seven of Swords energy, this running away or this avoidance can be, by spirit, by God's grace and love, we are spared a lot. And I do feel that in my own life. Like, oh man, it could have been, thank God, like for real, like, the storms have been gentled, and you have to see that as it always could be so much worse, and thank God we still have that understanding and that grace. Grace is really popping out in your guys' reading, and it says you shall emerge unharmed. So if you're afraid of something, Spirit's saying, follow your heart right now. Know that you're supported. Don't be afraid. Don't turn your back on something because of fear or paranoia, or don't self-sabotage something that you really want. And maybe it will require a lot of work or something, and it's going to take extra work now or something to make something happen. But I feel like you're being asked to step into that, Capricorn. Extra work, sticking to something, maybe wanting to give up on something that, there's just something here. And if this is your reading, you'll definitely know what that is. But let's get 3 of these words. And we got inquiry. Accept your own ignorance and the truth opens to you. Wow. I think this came through, I don't know if it was Capricorn or who it was for before, but it's like once you accept I made these mistakes and I didn't know any better, and maybe that's something with the Seven of Swords too. I can remember this time in my life where I'm just like, oh man, it's kind of like owning, like I ran away from this, I hid from this, I was afraid, so I did I didn't stick to my guns, I didn't stay in something, I did something really stupid, because I didn't know how to handle my emotions. This is sabotage. You can sabotage others, you can sabotage yourself. It's usually both. You're self-sabotaging and you're sabotaging others when you get in this place of not being able to handle your emotions, because there's just a lot here I'm getting with your guys' reading. But the truth opens to you when you accept that you now know better and you now can see the truth. And it was that you were young, you were dumb, you made choices, probably emotionally handling your choices with some kind of plan or some kind of, this can be just having a plot to get out of feeling something. That's a lot of the times the Seven of Swords too. It's like having a plot or a plan to avoid feeling the feels. Like that's it, you know, that's the Seven of Swords too. And we got variety, jack of all trades, master of none. Having a lot of information, but not necessarily owning just one thing. This could have a lot to do. This could have a lot, you guys. This could be a lot of stuff you're trying to face that maybe you don't know. You didn't know a lot about a lot of things. And maybe you didn't master this one thing or learn this one thing. But it says it's a state of being diverse in skills or interests, absence, and uniformity. So it's like having multiple things going on at once. You could have had multiple things going on at once, and that's why one thing didn't get the emotional attention or didn't make you emotionally happy. Maybe there was more going on here that was outwardly like social and maybe not one-on-one, where maybe there was a one-on-one situation here that could have been sabotaged because you were the jack of all trades, like doing many things all at once. And this could be multiple relationships, this could be multiple jobs, this could, and then something didn't get all the attention, so it's like, well, now I don't know everything about one thing in general. It could be like that too. I'm getting lots of messages with your guys' reading today. So gumption. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Oh, shrewd resourcefulness, keen sense of enterprise. And this is Capricorn energy all the way. Ability to power through. That is a Capricorn spirit right there in a nutshell. Very entrepreneurial, very, you know, they're that cardinal energy of the earth signs. They're the CEOs of Earth. They're the bosses, you know, but it's also using that power in a positive way too. If you know you can help something, or you know you can be a part of something, you have to put your best foot forward. And if you didn't do that, you're realizing that, something like that. But it also, it's having the guts to stick into something and really stick to it, even if it gets ugly. And that Seven of Swords to me is always running from the ugly, hiding, because, oh my gosh, it's going to require work. It's going to require more work if I don't run, if I stand up and face my emotions about this, or if I say the truth about this. Also with communication, there's a lot of lack of communication with the Seven of Swords and confusion about what needs to be communicated. So you don't say anything, and that's can come back and bite us, you guys. So that's what I'm getting for you guys' reading, Capricorn. It's very interesting. I'm going to go ahead and get one of these spiral oracles real quick, and then we're going to tie up your guys' reading. There we go. Open channel. Yeah. Okay. Open channel. Life is fresh and new at every moment. As a mountain bird, I learn to read the changing winds. I embrace the challenge of the unexpected. At times I get lost in an ocean of complexities without being able to take even the smallest step. Yet when I flow without needing anything or anyone, it becomes absolutely natural for me to drive my inner vehicle. I am a deep being, and the environment which surrounds me pierces me like a spear. I observe it, and I realize that it is made of light. I'm able to look beyond the illusionary scenario of the present moment. Today, I am certain that the story I have not yet created is about to be born. This moment is an opportunity. With deep love, I rewrite myself. We all can rewrite ourselves. Yes, it's like at one time you might have ran for something because you weren't seeing it as a good situation, or maybe it wasn't. But now you're like, this. There's an illusion there that's been lifted. You've seen through. It's very interesting. I'm getting a lot. It's the key word is creation. When I embrace my creative power, I am filled with strength. My creativity has always been ready to improvise and provide solutions. And that's another thing the Seven of Swords can be too, is improvising. You know, it is what's the word I'm looking for? It's a dynamic energy, I'll tell you that much. There's a lot going on in it. There's a lot of different places in that energy where you can be. It's kind of, it can be mentally like confusing, but also and it's challenging, you know. It's challenging to making these choices and making sound good choices for ourselves. Like, what is the right choice in this? This one seems right, and this one seems right, and this one. And it's like, it's kind of Seven of Cups, but that's like more in the heart. But this is more like in the mind. Like, what path am I going to take forward? How am I going to communicate this? How am I going to think about this? What do I think about this? And how do I make this thought? How do I move my thought into an action, or let it? How does that thought sit in my heart? That's a good question to ask yourself when you're dealing with that Seven of Swords energy. And it's just, how does that thought feel to my heart? If that thought feels ugly to my heart, then don't move forward on that path in the mind, because that's the path you take. That's your mind. We have to run things through our heart first before we make the steps, the action in our mind to take the physical steps towards things. Sometimes we don't think at all because we're like, I don't even want to think about it. But that is even a thought in itself, you guys. We're still thinking, like, I don't want to think, so I'm just going to do whatever the hell I want, or whatever, and it's just a horrible place to be if you aren't running things through your heart and through your center. Oh, so that is a message. I make my mind flexible. I give permission to deep impulses and to the expression of my essence. An inner call invites me to create my own destiny through new ideas, perceptions, and feelings. Yeah, it's like, be flexible right now. There's something really deep coming up here to the surface for you, Capricorn, that's inviting you to see ideas and perceptions and feelings in a different way, probably from the past. This could be some other buddy too in your life. It's always could be vice versa, you guys, but something really here that it says expression of my essence. So, the expression of our essence. That's our being. I always feel this as, we're very human and we do make mistakes and we're not made perfect and we're made to go through things and learn things. And that, the essence is the determination, the will, the resilience, the essence, the love, the care, the thought of always wanting to be better and evolve, the truth of the situation. Let that sit and express it. If it comes up, and it's the truth, express it. Write it. Maybe you say it. Give into it. Think about that. That's what I am feeling. Today, my creative potential is the answer. It is the key that opens the doors to great uplifting of humanity. I love that. So maybe writing or doing some kind of creative thing right now will help, Capricorn. That's what I'm getting for you guys. So I do hope it helps somebody. And as always, I appreciate you guys coming, watching your video. I appreciate your likes, your subscribes, and returning if you are already a subscriber. I'm so grateful for the people that are here and doing their work. It's awesome. So makes me really happy. So I will talk to you later, and have a good day.